Welcome back to Gardener's History Gardens podcast, focusing on AP world history. Today we're stepping into the world of conquest, powers, and empire that reshaped history. Picture yourself in the bustling markets of Istanbul, the grand palaces of Delhi, or frozen tundra of Siberia. This was the era of gunpowder-fueled expansion, of rulers who built empires that stretched across continents. By the end of this episode, you will understand how these land-based empires thrived, and you'll be that much closer to acing your AP exam. Imagine you're a traveler in the 16th century. As you journey from Europe to Asia, you witness the rise of mighty empires, each with its own strategies, leaders, and innovations. In the Middle East, the Ottoman Empire demonstrates trade routes, while in South Asia, the Mughals rule over a diverse and prosperous land. Further east, China's Qing dynasty asserts its power, while in the frigid north, Russia expands its empire with its iron grip. What do they all have in common? Power, bureaucracy, and gunpowder. The year is 1453. You stand before the towering walls of Constantinople, a city thought to be impenetrable, but the Ottomans have something new. Massive cannons capable of shattering even the strongest defenses. As the city falls, the Ottoman Empire establishes itself as the dominant power in the region. Under Suleiman the Magnificent, who ruled from 1520 to 1566, the empire reaches its golden age. His administration introduces the millet system, a revolutionary way of governing diverse religious communities while keeping the empire stable. Meanwhile, the Ottomans ruled the seas with a formidable navy, securing their control over the Mediterranean. Travel east to Persia, and you'll find the empire built not just its strength on military, but on religious unity. Shah Abbas I, who ruled from 1588 to 1629, transforms the Safavid Empire into a Shia stronghold, forcing an identity distinct from its Sunni Ottoman rivals. Picture Ifusan, the empire's dazzling capital, its mosque adorned with intricate blue tile work, its streets bustling with merchants from across the world. Abbas modernizes the military, forms strategic alliances with European powers, and promotes Persian culture, ensuring the Safavid legacy ensures. Now step into the court of Akbar the Great, ruled from 1556 to 1605. The Mughal Empire is thriving, a blend of Hindu and Muslim traditions. Akbar's policies of religious tolerance allowing for a unique cultural synthesis, one that leads to the rise of Sikhism, and the breathtaking architectural wonders of India, including the Taj Mahal, built later by his descendant Shah Jahan. This empire is vast, wealthy, and dynamic. Trade flourishes as Indian textiles, spices, make their way to European markets. The Mughals perfect the use of gunpowder, ensuring their military remains one of the strongest in the world. Further east, a new power rises in China. Did I miss it? Further east, a new power rises in China. The Qing dynasty, founded by the Manchus, conquers vast territories, including Mongolia, Tibet, and Jiangxi. Despite being outsiders, they maintained stability by adopting Chinese traditions, keeping the Confucian bureaucracy intact. The empire thrives on trade, exporting silk, porcelain, and tea to eager European buyers. Behind the grandeur and tension simmer. How long can foreigners maintain control over a massive and diverse population? Now imagine trudging through the snow-covered forests of Siberia. The Russian Empire under Peter the Great, ruled from 1682 to 1725, is expanding rapidly. Inspired by Western Europe, Peter modernizes Russia's military and builds a powerful navy. His dream? A Russia that competes with Europe's greatest powers. But expansion comes at a cost. Conquering Siberia requires relentless warfare, and controlling the vast frozen land depends on one lucrative resource: fur. Russian merchants and explorers push eastward, laying the foundations of an empire that will continue to grow for centuries. What made these empires so powerful? Each of these empires had its own unique strengths, but they all relied on three key strategies. One, military innovation. Gunpowder, cannons, and advanced siege warfare allowed them to conquer and control vast territories. Two, they had centralized bureaucracies, whether it was the Ottoman Devshmir system, the Chinese civil service exam, or Russian autocracy. Strong governance kept these empires running. Three, cultural and religious policies. Some, like the Ottomans and Mughals, embraced diversities. Other, like the Safavids, enforced religious unities. These choices shaped their long-term stability. Want to remember a way for the major land-based empires? Use the acronym MOSCR, or the Mughal, Ottoman, Safavid, Qing, and Russian. Keep in mind that when reviewing for your test. Looking at multiple choice questions for this section, look for comparison questions. For example, how did Ottoman and the Mughal governance differ? Watch for keywords like gunpowder, bureaucracy, and religious tolerance to help identify that right answer. Short answer questions. Example prompt might be, describe how land-based empires use technology to expand. Your response should include something like the Ottomans used massive cannons to breach Constantinople's walls in 1453, securing their dominance in the region. Showcase that military technology and their territorial gains. For your DBQ, group documents by themes like military advancements, religious policies, or trade networks. Make connections between them, like how did gunpowder warfare affect expansion across those multiple empires? Long essay questions often require comparison, such as between the Ottoman and Safavid empires. Use a clear outline to contrast the Ottoman's millet system supporting religious diversity with the Safavid enforcement of Sharia law, fostering religious unity. So that's another quick one. Look for some inter-unit deep dives. In the future, I will be going over each unit again and going more in depth on some specific topics. This is one that I would look out for some things on Sharia Islam or even the millet system here in the future. But that's a wrap for episode 3. In this episode, we've traveled across continents, explored powerful empires, and unpacked what made them so successful. Remember that these aren't just rulers with big armies. They're inventors, innovators, administrators, and visionaries who shape the world we live in today. As you study, compare these empires, use the MOSCR acronym, and think critically about how their policies influence history. This next episode will set sail into Unit 4 and transoceanic interconnections, the age of exploration, trade, and the birth of maritime empires. Get ready for the wild ride. And again, watch out for those unit deep dives where we'll be diving into some more topics a little bit more closely. Until then, keep connecting the historical dots and happy studying.